What's up? My name is Bgirl Shortbread. I'm from Brunei. I'm a Bgirl and I represent the hip-hop scene here in Brunei and Borneo. I've been Bgirling for almost 3.5 years, but I've been really interested in the hip-hop scene since I was probably 15. I'm 26 now, coming 27, and I love it and it's my life. I started out with b-boying or b-girling back in the UK in 2005, but before that I used to love to MC. I used to rap under the name Miss Shorty, and I've been pretty much involved in hip-hop since then, so yeah. I've been a b-girl since 2005. I started off in the Cardiff University Breakdance Society, Cubs. Basically, that's where I started, in Cardiff, Wales, in the UK. I got along with the community over there, and I competed since. My first competition was in Cardiff, in Wales, where we competed in the Cardiff University Breakdance Society event called, Battle Royale. And since then, I moved back to Brunei in 2009. I got with my crew called The Element, and we've been performing for a lot of shows locally. And I've also traveled to places such as Kota Kinabalu, Sabah, Kuching, Sarawak. I've competed in Kuala Lumpur in floor combat, and recently as well in Radical Force in Singapore. I'm also the managing director of the Borneo B-Boy Foundation, which does a lot of activities and events, and that's what I'm doing mostly now, is to build up the scene. From competing, I'm also directing with the Borneo B-Boy Foundation, which is a foundation to bring up the B-Boy scene in Borneo. We do a lot of events and activities for the B-Boys who are also upcoming, but not only that, it's to basically give education to those who are interested in the scene here in Borneo. In Brunei specifically, we've done a lot of activities to keep the scene running. What we've done is we've done a program called B-Boy Sundays, which is a monthly B-Boy program here in Brunei. So B-Boys can come and jam at this one studio that we have, and we let them jam for 3 hours once a month, and then after every 3 months or 4 months we hold a jam. So we've done a lot of jams to get them going with their skills and their dance and expression. We have got the Boogie Jam, Break His Back Jam, the Freedom and Funk Jam, and a lot of these B-Boys have started out fresh, and now they're probably up there to compete with the regional and local as well as the international scene right now. So that's what we do. Our most recent event and activity that we've done is that we've brought 2 international breakers here to Borneo. We've had Bgirl Shichan from Queens of Queens and Ariel from Japan, and we've also had B-Boy Puzzles from Supernatural's crew from Canada who've come down. What they did was they started doing workshops in KK, and then they moved on to Brunei to come here and share their knowledge with the scenes here. Coming from a scene which has no history of hip-hop and is actually just adapting hip-hop from a lot of different places and learning from TV or learning from YouTube, my advice is that always find the root of this culture. My advice is, as someone who loves to dance, don't just dance for the sake of dancing. Dance with the want that you want to express, the kind of dance that you're interested in. Learn a little bit more about what you're dancing about, and be more than just an average person there who just wants to go down there and show something. You can show more. You can show that you love to dance, and you can show that you know what you're dancing about, because this is something that you should apply to as your life, that you should apply to as something that will make you better as a person. What I learned from my experience is that it's no longer something that I love, but it's rather more than just love. It's a lifestyle that I've decided to take, but I haven't taken it as just that lifestyle. I've adapted it to the lifestyle that I was brought up with, so that I can find more substance with my life. And I think for those who are just starting out with the scene, don't copy what other people are doing. Learn a little bit about it and be yourself. Be who you are. Be the person that you want to be, and then just practice a lot, because b-boying is not just something that's like something that you can show off. It's something that you really need to discipline yourself with. So if you want to be good, then you better start practicing and enjoying it at the same time. A lot of people think that in order to be good, or in order for you to be known, is that you should be the one that is going to call people out. And a lot of people get that because they've seen a lot of other b-boys or a lot of dancers want to have beef or think that they're better than the next person. But actually, coming from a scene that's just growing, everybody needs to unite together, and everyone needs to show some love and peace and respect for the next person that is also trying to do the same thing as you. I think the conception about b-boying obviously is that, you know, everyone has to go into a battle hating each other. But actually, coming from a small scene like this, and a small yet valuable scene, people here really need to work together. We have a lot of people here who want to start breaking out into different sections and different crews and represent themselves, and that's fine because you have your own identity. But when you come in and other people want to learn about who you are, it's time that everybody supports what's going on around here in Brunei. If we have jams, if we have activities, then I think it's great if people come together and work together, because there's no point in trying to be better than the other person if there's nothing there right now. And it's up to you to make the community much more stronger than it already is. Hey, what's up? This is Bgirl Shortbread. I want to give a shout out first and foremost to my crew, The Element from Brunei. Secondly, I want to give a shout out to the Borneo B-Boy Foundation and the members of the Borneo B-Boy Foundation Committee. These are coming all the way from Brunei, from Sabah, and from Sarawak. I wouldn't be able to run the community without you, especially to B-Boy Matt. You're my best friend, you're my homeboy. You've been there for me since day one when we started Borneo B-Boy Foundation. You know exactly what it's like to raise the scene. I want to say shout out to Overturn 360 family, because you guys have always been there to get me going. And of course, I want to shout out to the hip-hop community here in Brunei. I want to shout out to Cool, to Ruffy, to all those hip-hop dancers as well who've been here to support what we do, because without you guys, we couldn't make the scene together. And also to all of my b-boy and b-girl families out there in the world, from Cubs in Wales, as well as the ones that I've just met all the way in Singapore, KL, Japan, Canada, United States. You guys have really helped me understand what I'm doing and why I love this, and also help me share that knowledge to everyone. So I want to say thank you so much. Peace, assalamu alaikum, and bye.